in the universe. My name is Sean Myrie, and I'm your host of the Down to Earth podcast. Today, I got a great guest on the show, God Face. What you saying, brother?
What's happening, world? Worldwide,
Yeah,
California, baby. What's happening?
California. I know you got some new music out. Man, I like the art. I love that art. Where you come up with this, man? Like this, you gotta tell me.
Man, this right here is just a collection of my thoughts
Mm,
and my reading and my observation, my studying into the occult world, into esotericism and
mm.
spirituality, and just my infatuation with it. It just bled into my music, and I loved every minute of it because it just gave me something to talk about. It gave me a formula. It gave me a foundation I can stand on. So the more I read, the more I learn, the more verses I'm gonna have, the more
It's
songs.
true. I like what you just said there. You know what? I realized in the West Coast, because like everybody associates with the West Coast with the gangster shit all the time,
True,
right? I
true.
noticed a lot of brothers are on that high level. Like, like I'm taking out that stereotype, like hieroglyphics, right? Planet
Right,
Asia, and there's
right.
more, right? So people don't look on that, and I interviewed a brother a couple months ago. He's an artist too, and he's what's called you say graphic artist too, and
Okay.
he's into that all of that stuff. You know what I mean? And that's good, right?
No, for sure it is. It's feeding the hip hop, some much needed nutrition, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Hip hop, deserves to be, treated well, as well as we can have fun and we could talk about our experiences in our neighborhoods, which is a
Yep.
lot of artists. That's where they come to say, "Hey, I'm just giving the news. I'm just telling you my life. I'm just explaining to you," and that's cool. But it's like if we want to go
Mm.
further, we got to start speaking things into existence that we want to see change or that we want to see change within ourselves. So it's not a cop out, it's not an escape. You still got a responsibility.
So tell the people where you're from exactly, your neighborhood you're
Oh,
from.
sure. Yeah, I represent Oakland, California. I was born and raised there. I traveled all through the town though, from the west to the east to the north.
Mm.
You know what I mean? I moved to San Leandro when I was about 13, so I got a lot of dualistic experiences as far as the suburb.
Hmm.
And I wouldn't know if you would call San Leandro a suburb, but it's definitely different from
In
Oakland.
between, in
Yeah,
between.
it's definitely different from Oakland. But yeah, just all of that. Richmond, the Bay Area in general, I just been right here soaking up all the game, and it's very diverse. You know what I mean? You got the hardest of the hardcore that'll slap the shit out of you. You got
Hmm.
super spiritual, intellectual. You got
Hmm.
the skateboarders. You got the just the hippie culture, the marijuana culture. You
Yeah,
got so much going on.
everything,
It's like,
everything.
you know what? I could take bits and pieces from all of this, and I can create my own lane.
You know what Oakland reminds me of? Like it's the other version, like in the East Coast of like the Bronx.
True.
Because if you check the Bronx, right, you hear about Brooklyn, you hear about Harlem, the other parts, and the Bronx you do hear about it, but it's kind of reminds me of it's like the place, like it's you know what I mean. It's like it's there, but no one really like the artists are not like really promoted. Like Fat Joe's from there, right?
Yeah, yeah.
But there's others, but they're not. You know what I mean? It's like
It's it.
Oakland, same way.
Yeah. It seems like you have these hot spots that the other artists from around the country, they know
Yeah.
where the game is. They know where the hot music is. So they
Mhm.
listening to that. And then now they music can expand because they got familiar with all of the different gumbo pop aspects of the Bronx and Brooklyn and Oakland, but those hardcore real hip hop artists from those areas, they
Mhm.
be doing it for different reasons. They do it because they love it. They do it because it's the culture.
Yeah.
And other people can pick up on that and monetize off of it because it's really saucy. You know what I mean?
Yeah, because Oakland has tons of rapper, like hip hop artists. I didn't say rappers, hip hop artists, but they're not like shining. You know, I know Tupac was that's where he went, right? After he came
Yeah,
from, the East.
right.
And after then there's correct me if oh, Too Short. How could I
True.
forget? I know
Yeah,
my hip hop. Too Short. He used to bang out he always bang out Oakland in his raps.
for
But
sure.
there's others, but you're not seeing them, right? I'm not
Yeah,
saying you're not seeing them, but they're not
but they moving
spotlighted.
behind the scenes. They still doing their numbers. They
Yeah,
still
they're still doing their numbers. Yeah. Yeah.
independent. That independent lane is really where what we are known for. You know, for not needing the mainstream, not needing to be on TV or MTV or and still having a solid following and gathering. Like I remember Max Dre.
Hmm. Oh yeah,
uh,
Mac Dre. Yep.
Yeah, like by the time I got hip to him, I was late to the party. He was already rolling.
It's
And I
big.
was talking stream hip hop. I'm like, who is y'all talking about?
Yeah.
And one time I got a chance to open up for him.
Oh, that's big.
Yeah, man, I opened up for Mac Dre. So when I did that, I was able to see his real. I was like, he got a movement. They were sharing weed in the crowd, just having fun, dancing. I'm like, man, where have I been?
Yeah.
So yeah.
But when they promoted Mac Dre to like us, like what I seen, I thought like I know that he had the West Coast. He was somewhere from the West Coast, but I knew he wasn't from like Compton. I knew he wasn't from like Long Beach. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? Maybe because my research, I love the West Coast hip hop.
yeah,
You know what I
yeah.
mean? Like sometimes there's a stereotype that everybody respect to New York. I like a lot of New York hip hop, but there's a
Oh,
stereotype that other people who are not like, globally, like how I'm from Toronto, that everybody just listens to a certain type of hip hop, right? Like
uh-huh.
there's guys probably where I'm from who listen to South shit mostly. There's some
Yeah,
guys who listen to East, a lot of East, and then
yeah, yeah,
there's people
for
like
sure.
me because I'm an OG. I listen to a lot of West Coast shit. Like I could tell you a whole list of stuff, like West Coast rappers, or people say, "What? You know all of that?" Yeah, I do know all of that.
Yeah.
Like the RBL posse.
Oh man, what? Frisco, holla at me. What's headed? Yeah, man. Yeah,
That's all I have to say.
yeah. Oh, man. Jacka, uh,
Hmm.
RBL Posse, Drew Down, the
Yep,
Loon
Judah.
Just
Yep.
Mouth.
Hmm.
Uh, just got a lot of
Bunch, man.
artists, man, that just really love the music and they got something to say and they want the world to hear it. So
Yeah, man. I'm loving the music. What you're coming out with, as usual, because the West Coast flavor, that beat, the production, even the production,
thank you.
like your influence, like it has that funk, that G funk, and all types of stuff. That gumbo all mixed up, like you mentioned. Like what? Like take us through your production process. Like how you like to pick the beats, your flavor.
Oh yeah, for sure. Man, that's been an elevation
Mm,
uh that's been a ongoing journey for me, really. Like I just really been trying to stick to a lane,
mm,
but at the same time also like experiment,
yeah,
right? Normally I wouldn't do a song like I just put out Westside Kundalini right now on all
mm,
digital platforms, just drop. Go and check that out. It's a mob banger, right? I usually won't do like stuff like that because I feel like it's crowded.
yeah, yeah,
Or that I'm like it's a lot of, not that I don't want competition, but it's just I know my style of rap doesn't necessarily go with those that specific type of beat usually typically,
yeah.
right? Because when you hear that, you kind of just want to have a good time and not think too much,
Yeah,
right?
I see what I mean because yeah, I know what you mean because your content, your words, but sometimes you got to give that. And these days, I tell you, even what I do, I make sure that if I'm giving you some knowledge, I'm gonna put some. You got to put some bang in production where it's like they're shaking their heads, right? They're
Yeah,
still moving. You get what I mean? Like you don't
yeah,
want to bore them. You're not boring them. You get what I mean? You're giving them some knowledge, but you're banging them with the production. That's what you got to do.
I had to do it. I felt it was the right time for it, and I felt like, you know, all my other projects, I really was trying to
Mm.
influence the neighborhood, influence my social circle,
Yeah,
family to friends, to kind of like, broaden their horizon when it comes to their taste in music.
yeah.
I kind of feel that, I was getting a little pushback from that, because it's like, that's nice, but I'm not finna listen to that all the, you know,
Yeah.
I like you raw, you up there with the bars, you got it, but I'm not finna slap that every day. Like, I'll hear it
Mm.
once or twice. I'll keep it on a playlist, but it's not something I want to play again back to back. Like
Hmm.
this Todd Kundalini make you, let's hear that again back. Let's run that back a couple more times. I can hear a DJ like that's just tight,
Yeah, yeah,
right?
yeah. You're right.
So groove to it. So I feel like, yeah, I wanted to do one so that the people that I rock with know that I don't look at their genre of music or how they do music
Yeah.
as something I can't do, or that something that is not capable of being involved with the spiritual evolution of hip hop. Like, we can still have a good time, slap, be hardcore, be thug, but then be spiritually intelligent as well at
Hmm.
the same time, because it's a war we at. So we're gonna need all the soldiers from every aspect,
Exactly.
to get
Exactly.
on the hype. So hopefully them the G's that hear this, they think it's
Hmm.
about to be something, and then they hear something else, and it's like, okay, that's clever, and that's what we need. That's medicine.
If you
So
remember some of the first stuff what came out, the foundation of hip hop was like that. Don't push me, cause I'm close to the
I'm not
edge.
doing that new, really. Yeah, I'm not
Hmm.
doing that new. Ain't nothing new under the sun. I'm just recycling what was already here.
But
And
listen to that beat. If you really go listen to that beat again, where were they from?
they from New York for sure.
But when you listen to that beat now,
Yeah.
West
It,
Coast, I know, took that in.
oh yeah, that was the one we like. Like, oh, that's a storytelling street, more. Oh, okay, we can do this too. We can talk about it around the corner real quick. I could tell you some stuff around the corner. So
So
yeah,
I'm gonna break it down. What I think happened. I think
yeah.
in New York when they hit that out, the New York crowd they listened to it, but they were trying to do something more, a little bit different
No, for
after
sure.
a while. Like it
For
was more
sure.
party, party, party. And in the West Coast, I'm not saying they weren't partying, but you guys were listening to still funk music and listening to a lot of that stuff. Disco too was there, but the hip hop, what I think influenced the West Coast even more is that Sugar Hill Gang record.
Oh yeah. Oh
Because if you listen to the gangster, rap,
yeah.
it's storytelling. It
It's
reminds me of Ice Cube. I'm
the
an Ice Cube fan.
same exact thing, just different stories. You know what I mean? Different situations that people was going through. Like,
Hmm.
my favorite type of rap is like player rap, like Too Short. You know what I mean? Mac
Yeah.
Dre, Sugar Free. You know what I mean? Like a lot of the pimp type.
UGK.
Yeah,
UGK.
I loved it that growing up, like, because it was so flamboyant, and it
Me too. I like that too. Like even when Outcast first came out, Southern Playalistic Cadillac music.
was, bro, you be like, okay, this could go so many ways. Like, you got so many different individuals that it's like it's
But
a
the influence is strong, very strong. Because
yeah,
when Outkast came out, they were wearing those tracksuits. I don't remember they were wearing the Adidas. Reintroduced it more to because it kind of disappeared for a little bit, like
yeah,
popularity. But when they came out, about I think it was 90. I know, like with that record, I think it was 92, 93 or so. Correct me if I'm wrong. Maybe 91. I was
yeah.
young. I was young still. I was very young. But the,
Realistic,
the
cat
influence, the
phone.
influence.
Yeah,
Hmm.
'cause you hear Nate Dogg, you just hear like the West Coast basically, like, basically saying like, we kind of rebellious and we like to have fun, but we got an energy on the coast that's like it's just like it's just very militant.
Yeah, and I know
And
why.
in a
He-
tribal type way, like in a community type way, like I don't know, just a certain. So then when you mix all that clean player, have fun, kick it, and then you come over here and we got a mentality of like, oh man, we don't like the police and we don't
Mhm.
like community being rampaged with, and we want to fight against it, and then you mix all that up and start to sound like, we the bad guys, or what's this
But
gangster?
but we're gonna break it down here. It's down to earth, right? We're getting deep now because we already chopped it up a couple of times. NWA, what they labeled as the whatever the Godfathers of gangster music. I heard people have to re-listen to these guys' interviews because I'm a fan of interviews, other people who interview people, right? And I heard
Yeah,
Easy E get interviewed, and I forgot who it was. I don't know if it was Arsenio Hall, and they asked him about the music, and he said, "What you guys are viewing as this gangster music is our reality, is what we've been seeing growing up, whatever other people going through in our environment. It's reality music,
yeah,
reality rap. So all that gangster rap, what they label gangster rap, the industry, it's reality. That means it's real. It's not no fake shit. They might
yeah.
have not went. They could have been through it, or somebody else going through it, but it was reality music. So sometime after they changed that shit, someone sold it into, and it became the gangster music. You get what I mean?
No,
So
for
like,
sure.
so
Oh,
what I'm saying basically is a lot of these groups are the people who became in the media what they're seeing it as a show now. It became televised, right?
yeah, yeah.
The revolution shall be televised because Black Panthers came from Oakland.
Right,
The Black Panthers, let me say it again, the Black Panthers, right?
right,
Huey P, all of
right.
them was Oakland. Correct me if I'm wrong.
That's just true. It's a
So
fact.
that's why there's a mixture of revolution, even with like going against the system. So they label these gangs, for example, right?
Right.
What's called as criminal organizations now, but they really were rebellious because the police was coming into the community doing all
That,
types of shit.
yeah, that base damn near labeled terrorist threats, like terrorist,
Yeah,
terrorist.
so the gangs were just to fight against the police, but then they changed the shit. You know what I mean? They get
That,
into it another way.
yeah, when the drugs element came in there and the CIA and all of that,
Yes, you can't.
you
It's the government.
know, we was very vulnerable, and they knew it.
Yeah, so that's what I see was going on it went on everywhere, but especially the West Coast. You get
Yeah,
what I mean? It went on
yeah,
everywhere too, but the music, you remember, the genre became popular for NWA was for those times. Those guys were balling even coming up.
yeah. Dr. Dre, what? Quit playing like. You can't lose with the DOC and the Cube on the pen, like, and then Dre on the. You just that like they love music so much that they luckily, they was able to make it out their situations because it was dire. Compton turned into a war zone. It was never Compton was something different, and then it transformed. So Cube watching it,
Mhm.
he the transformation, they try to play Cube like, oh, Cube ain't no real gangster and all this shit, right?
Yeah,
Nigga, you got Cube fucked up, boy. Cube seen it all. He seen it. He seen it. The
it's
the
true
whole.
because
That's why he got the best pen because he was watching everything go down. So how could he not be a G? You had to stay on your toes, even if
you're
you.
right. You're right. Survive. He
But
survived.
come
That's the
on,
whole
but
point. He's here.
it's
The whole
intellectual though. You try to say, oh, he didn't get shot. He ain't go to jail. He don't got a record. He
don't
he
have to.
ooh, well, all this shit. Y'all don't know what gangster mean.
Yeah, because
You don't
gangster.
know the real
Sorry,
gangster.
just
Yeah,
sorry to say it, gangster. Well, there's okay. There's different. There's two sides to the coin. But gangster
yeah,
is like how we do it. I never. I'll say proud to it. I don't have a record. I'm
right,
clean,
right.
clean and lean.
That's right.
So
We
if I
could try.
want to,
We could go anywhere.
exactly, I
Yeah,
could go anywhere I want. I could come right to LA right there if I want. No
yeah.
problem. Don't
That's
have
right.
to have nothing over my head or nothing. I could enjoy myself,
That's
right?
right.
And but you still survive in your environment,
Come on,
right? Because I'm 43 and I survive in my environment. Let me
come
knock
on.
wood.
gangster there is. I don't care what nobody said. The
Yeah,
one
but
that for some reason he get the crown for the gangster that get popped. He get to be the gangster. The one that's being reckless in the neighborhood, he get to be called a gangster. And they not even. That's not a gangster. He's not. He's not even organized properly. It's
yes,
not. It's something else. I don't know what to call it, but
I know what it is. Listen, I had a song a song I still didn't come out with, right? And it's like a bio. We're gonna work to it. We want to do a series of this shit. Me and you, Godface, and Down to Earth.
okay.
It's called the definition of a gangster.
True indeed.
The
True indeed.
definition of a gangster isn't that you're right? Doesn't go to jail. Clean.
Come on. I'm behind the scenes. I'm an organizer. I'm doing this right here. It's an organization. I'm a part of the organization, and you don't even know I'm the leader or I'm the man because the organization runs so smooth and clean that the people that do know don't even say nothing. They just be like, "Yeah, well,
Did you hear about that guy in I don't know where it was. They finally got him, but it was someone who I don't know if they just caught him slipping. He was like the dean of a school, and he was the head of the Latin Kings,
ooh,
the
wait."
leader of the Latin Kings. They just got, but he was a dean for years at a school.
Now that's gangster.
So the only reason he got caught, I think, because he tried to punish a kid or something with like I don't know. You know, technology is better now, right?
Yeah,
So maybe he looked something up, whatever the student he was like punishing or something like that. It was like something what could have easily been covered up, but he
yeah.
just he's older, maybe
With all the
kind of
new he finally got brought to the light. Like we in the age of Aquarius now,
yeah,
so you
yeah.
know everything is gonna be brought to the light, or the veil is lifted. Anything that's in your closet is going to pop out
But
within.
he was doing it for a long time, like over 20 years or something like that. Like a lot of years. I'm not sure the years, but put it this way: he was bringing the cocaine, the guys on the street. He was running that wherever that whole area is. I have to look it up again, but what it is, I think it was someone not a student who was not giving the money to one of his people. That's how it started. Money, a student did not, and he was gonna punish the student. Something with that shit. But that's an example, gangster.
Oh
A,
no, for
a,
sure it is.
a,
Sure,
a dean. That's all I gotta say. A dean.
yeah, yeah. That's what it is. It's the people you least expect.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? The ones you didn't hear nothing about. The ones we don't know. Like I like Slim on Cash Money. I'm like,
Yeah,
that's it.
yeah,
He just
it's true.
like
Quiet is.
Bird be out there. He a boss. He be doing his thing. Wayne, the whole squad, Juvie. And then I see who is Cuz right there. He ain't said nothing.
Yeah.
He,
There's a couple like that. Yeah, there's a
I
couple like
think
that.
he's fresh clean too. I think we I don't think he ever been involved in anything.
Mm-mm.
I think that's the secret of Cash Money is Slim's mentality and intelligence, integrity,
Mm-mm.
and ability to say my ego, I don't have one anymore.
It's
Like
true. Yeah. That's
don't
a
let anybody else win. I see a different play over here. This win, it's a different win over here. Y'all gonna have them wins because it's like a coach in the hoop store. Like I can't put the jersey on and coach. I got the play. I got a coach. They can't coach either
it's
though.
true.
You
It's
know,
true.
I love that, man.
Yo, so tell me about the name of the album. Where you get that inspiration? Like, where you get that from?
Oh, you heard about that? You heard about the album?
Well, I'm already saying the album. Let me say the artwork of
Oh,
what you got there. Maybe I'm
oh,
predicting something.
oh yeah, yeah. So because I had a little competition, I dropped a little live. So I thought you was on top. Well, if you watch this right now, anybody that's tapping into this right here, I got a plan for an album this year. It's called Better Late Than Never. And it's just gonna be me on my journey of putting this music out and giving my gift to the world because people been really wanting it from me, and I think I haven't brought it, so it's better late than never, right?
Mm,
And once we all gonna work on it together, though. Even you listening to this right now, we working on it together, because if you watching the Down to Earth podcast and you see me right now, then you are a part of the motherfucking military that we building, so that we can see. Like, I was on this platform, it was 400 people on the platform
mm,
on a live. I was with my boy Pimp Style, and
mm.
I told him, I was like, if we all just put $5 a week, just us 400 right here, it don't
Yeah,
take 1,000.
it's
We
true.
take
It's true.
400 right here. All of us put $4 a week
Yeah, yeah,
for
yeah,
4 months.
yeah.
Didn't even take that long, just like
It's true.
like
It's true.
3 months, right?
Yeah,
We'll be sitting on a bag of money,
it's
and we
true.
can all decide, okay, we're gonna drop this album and we're gonna present it to the world. So I'm gonna try to figure out some formulas to be able to do something, some crowdfunding type things.
You know what? Well, maybe I'm dropping a gem. You see how you see like all those people on the live now. This is how people should moderate their lives if you get a big crowd like that. You put it out like it's exclusive, right? $5, right? You could go down. You'll get your digital download for $5, right? You might add extra shit, whatever else you want to add. But the whole point is promoting that the what I know the campaign of when the album's coming out and alive. You see, like a press conference, like how we're talking right now. We're getting down to earth conversation. You have to have something like where you witness the 400 people viewing it, and then you're telling them to go hit that link, right? That's how they used to do it on cable. Remember? Go hit
Yeah,
that link and
okay,
get Godface's new single
right.
link in the bio. You go hit that shit. You get what I mean? Because yo, y'all on here watching, that means you're supporting. So all you have to do is support, right? If you have a Visa debit, hit it. If you have a PayPal, hit it. If you have a Cash App, hit it. All those links. You make sure you have all the links where people could purchase stuff through. It's
Because
versatile.
like, boom, you can find your favorite artist that you really rock with,
Hmm.
and you literally help that your favorite artist become, you know, like better in life. You know what I
But it
mean? Or
makes it all comes with an explanation, a campaign. People
yeah,
have want to be personal with you, like what we're doing right
here.
now, down to earth. They want to know who they're investing in, like they're putting that energy to. So
That's
if
why I'm gonna do the album like Better Late Than Never. I'm gonna do it like a documentary, like that.
hmm
Everybody is gonna be journeying. Like, this interview might make, most likely gonna make, just little clips of
yeah, different
documentary.
things.
Like, I got some pictures my mama showed me of me growing. I'm like, yeah, because I'm calling it Better Late Than Never, because it's like boom. And but the secrets, it's gonna be two of it. It's gonna be a double, but it's gonna come, one gonna come probably
Mm.
24, one for sure this year, one in 24. So, if y'all tuned in now, that's the top secret of the year right there. We're gonna be working to make sure that y'all able to invest in that, and
Hmm.
and and possibly you could see some return. That's how I'm seeing the game transform. So I'm about to fall back. Actually, I'm about to bang. We're gonna fuck with this West Side Kundalini, but I gotta do all this paperwork right now. I
Mm.
got pen, big time paper, big pads.
Oh shit, yeah.
Yeah, it's time to get the house in order, the structure, and
Mm.
complete the whole vision. So everybody that can see me right now,
Mm.
you can see the vision. I'm about to write this thing down with a pen, and that should let you know that you can do the same thing, because it's starting today. You
Yeah.
know what? We finna do this.
Yeah, man. Because right now, even just the artwork, what I see right there, like if you just have some maybe tees, some t-shirts in stock, people want that special West Side Kundalini.
Come on, come on,
Because
come on.
the artwork too. That's why I feel people have to invest in the art because people are lazy now. Like I mean, like if you concentrate with a great art, that's what sells your music. It's art.
It's
You
the
could put
art.
it on your lighters, put it on your merch, put it. That's what I'm doing soon. You're gonna be seeing some merch from, like, we already have merch, but you're gonna see some down to earth, more down to earth
Oh
ideas.
shit! Can't wait to get my shit for
Yeah, we're
sure.
gonna send. You know what? We're gonna
Get
customize something special for you, man.
yeah,
Trust me.
for sure.
D2E, black and gold, whatever, you see all
No,
types of things.
man, that's what's up. That's what's up.
Yeah, man. The art, what people got to do is networking. It's like what we're doing. Like, people do the interviews like normal, but down to earth, you realize we keep a relationship with the artist because that's the way they really support. I mean, even if you're all the way in Cali, I'm all the way
Right.
in Toronto. I could deal with local people. That's easy, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
But being connecting with people all around the earth,
Right.
that's another energy. Because you're all the way in, you're at Oakland. I'm in Toronto. You get what I
Exactly.
mean?
Exactly.
So
And we live like this. Come on, man. This is phenomenal times in music. Like I always
exactly.
love music, bro. Like I was the nigga in the library that was like trying to figure this shit out.
Hmm.
It was too difficult on the library. I was not gonna lie. I had a goddamn book and shit. I got to the point I said, well, you know what? I'm just gonna be talented. Somebody else gonna have to do that part.
Yeah,
And that's what kind of cut me off from it because there's no money.
yeah, I know what I mean.
You know what I mean? That's all the artist gonna do is I gotta go to work, cuz.
Hmm.
Feel me? I go get this bag so I can wash the bottom of my underarms, man. I got
Hmm.
to get some food. I can't be in here rapping with y'all smoking weed all day.
Yeah,
So I'm in this shit. All that just was focused on my mind survival, but not knowing that my way out of even survival is to be true to yourself and what you love to do. Do that, and then now you can thrive and
yeah,
live
yeah,
and not survive. So I got caught in the survival phase, which most of us do, and put my dreams to the side. You know what I mean? In order to say, hey, I got a job and I'm working every day, and look at me, and I'm not doing what I'm really supposed to be doing.
yeah,
That's what most people. I'm not doing what I'm really supposed to be doing. I'm at work, which is cool because you got to
yeah,
pay your
yeah,
everybody talent. Everybody have some form of creative thought process, whether that's
mm,
business, that shit is you an artist. Everybody's an artist in some form of fashion. Like
right.
we should be getting the bread back. Now I can see that the fan can get the bread too. That's
Yeah,
crazy.
yeah.
Like you can buy my song, but you own stock in the song.
That's right. Yeah, you could do all types of things now. All types of stuff. You're right.
I'm just like, come on, y'all can get in with me. I don't even need a lot of money. I just want,
It's
you know, I
true.
get to be comfortable. Y'all can make some bread too. This where so the album I'm gonna try to formulate it in that way. So I'm gonna
Yeah.
as to where, hey man, the people that put up that bread, or the people that
Mm.
like a certain song and promote a certain song, or the people that like and comment and share it all the time, whatever. I'm gonna just start throwing out, man, points on the joint like this. You get a point, get a point, you get a point, especially on
Yeah.
the first joint because we all about to blow this thing up. You
Yeah.
know what? So better late than never. The album, you know what I mean? Down to Earth podcast. Thank y'all for
Yeah,
always
man. Much
tapping
respect, man.
my stuff. And y'all, hey, I've been slapping that Lola Buns.
Yeah.
Y'all threw me one
Oh, that's
here.
good.
I didn't threw her on the mixtape. Y'all go slap her shit.
Say that
Uh,
again, bro. Say that again.
yeah, Lola Buns, man. That's tight. That shit
Big.
tight.
That's big, yo. Big Lola. She's one of the she to me, she's one of the best
She
artists, hip
is.
hop artists
Period.
in Canada. Yep.
Period. Bruh, come on. I'm slapping that no patience. I said, boy, this is I just like, yeah, I would have slapped this
That's
over and over.
big. And you're in LA. You're all the way down there. That's a big
Yeah,
thing. She's
bang.
gonna love that. She's gonna love that. And she just graduated too. Uh,
What?
uh,
Oh,
doing like what we're saying. I think
girl.
she's a teacher or something. Like, she got some educational degree, and even in America, she got a degree down there and here.
I knew when I'm listening to the song, I'm already knowing the energy of the woman.
Yeah,
Like, just by the tonality and the vernacular and the creativity.
Hmm.
It's not a joke.
Yeah, right. You know what? You're feeling that hood vibe
Yeah,
because she's from the hood down here. Bless
yeah.
up, bless up. But yo, it was a pleasure chopping it up down to earth, man. I want people to get the new single, right? Tell the people, yo.
Yes, indeed. Westside Kundalini streaming on all platforms. Go check the bio out right now. You're gonna find
Yeah,
your
man.
preference. You know what I mean? And just let me know what you think. Like, comment, share, follow the kid on a journey with the Better Late Than Never. I'm gonna be tapping in with the Down to Earth from time to time. Shout
Yeah,
out to the
we're gonna have you on as an analyst, man. We're gonna have some guests too. Or you want to do some co-hosting? Yeah, we do some co-hosting and have some other
man.
guests. Maybe we
Throw
get
me,
Lola. Maybe we get Lola. That's it. We'll check. We'll link Lola for the
please do,
interview.
please
Yeah,
do.
man.
Hell yeah.
This is new, man. All right, yo.
All right,
Bless
100.
up. 100. Bless up, everybody. This is the Down to Earth podcast.